Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
It's a lot of fire.
It's a lot.
Superman just got arrested by Ultraman. Yeah, you heard that right. The Man of Steel in handcuffs, being dragged away by a group that looks more like a villain squad than peacemakers. The first official trailer for Superman is finally here, and wow, there's a lot to break down. Alright, let's dive right into it. The trailer kicks off with a classic Lois Lane and Clark Kent moment, but this time there's tension, big tension. Lois finally gets that elusive interview with Superman, but it's not exactly a feel-good moment. She's digging into some heavy stuff, questioning whether Superman should be flying around the world doing whatever he wants. No government oversight, no rules. Sounds familiar? Kind of like Tony Stark versus Steve Rogers all over again.
I got nothing for you, Cap. I got no coordinates, no clues, no strategies, no options, zero, zip, nada. No trust. Liar.
And Superman? Yeah, he's not having it. He snaps back, basically saying, if I'm not doing this, who will? I'm ending wars, I'm making the world safer. It's intense. And one of the coolest little details here is when he switches into full Superman mode, he changes his voice. It's subtle but powerful, adds that extra layer to the persona, kind of like what we've seen in Superman and Lois on the CW, which by the way just wrapped up its 4th season. That ongoing debate, should Superman have total freedom or be reined in? It's front and center here. But hold up, it doesn't stop there. You're gonna want to see what comes next. We cut to scenes of people full on protesting Superman. They're throwing stuff at him, chanting, it's chaos. This probably happens after the Kaiju fight. Yeah, there's a freaking Kaiju. Collateral damage is through the roof, and Superman's being roasted on the news. Public opinion, not great. And honestly, it makes sense when you've got people like Rick Flag Sr. stoking the fire. Now, if you've been keeping up, you'll know Rick Flag Sr. is set to play a big role in Peacemaker Season 2. Yeah, I did a full breakdown video of that recently. I'll leave a link in the description below. He's working with Argus, the organization that basically monitors superheroes and wants to keep them on a tight leash. And guess what? That connects right back to Superman's I don't need permission argument. And just when you think it can't get crazier, boom, we see Superman being arrested. Yep, there he is, walked out of a building by Argus soldiers, handcuffed, and standing right beside him, Ultraman. Yeah, Ultraman is real and very much present. Standing to his side, we also spot the engineer from the Authority, and of course, Rick Flag Sr. again, probably leading the whole operation. The whole thing screams setup. They're clearly throwing Superman in a containment cell, and who's behind this all? None other than Lex Luthor. This time, played by Nicholas Hoult. Yes, the same guy who played Beast. He's rocking the look and totally selling the I hate all supers vibe. From what we see, Lex has a huge operation, probably running everything from the shadows. And if the rumors are true, he's also the one causing most of the destruction we see in the trailer. Speaking of destruction, let's talk about the Hammer of Boravia. I think I'm saying that right. Pronunciation hasn't officially dropped online yet. Anyway, this new villain, or maybe not so new, goes toe to toe with Superman. There's a ton of speculation here. Some say it's Lex in a suit, others think it's Ultraman, or maybe even a totally new character from the Authority that hasn't been revealed yet. Whoever it is, they're not holding back. Superman gets absolutely wrecked. At one point, he's lying in a massive crater, smoke rising around him, and a random pedestrian comes in to check on him. Superman's down bad, and it gets worse because we're seeing signs of serious damage here. There's a shot where Superman's all burnt up, clearly post Kaiju battle. There's fire everywhere, buildings destroyed, and he's taken a huge hit. That fire-breathing Kaiju is no joke. But here's what I love. The more beat up Superman gets, the better the suit looks. Seriously, the damage adds texture, depth, it's giving real comic book grit. Then we cut to a jaw-dropping scene inside the Fortress of Solitude. The engineer is there, and she's not just visiting, she's destroying everything in sight. And who's with her? Lex Luthor. Yeah, these two found Superman's sanctuary, probably while he was in captivity, and they went full scorched earth on it. Also, behind them, there's this wild contraption, the same one we saw being used to blast Superman with sunlight. Clearly these two are not messing around. But now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the possible death of Superman. There's a scene, blink and you'll miss it, where Superman looks absolutely done for, and if you look closely at his cheek, there's discoloration, might be kryptonite poisoning. Or maybe they hit him with some kind of Kryptonian tech that totally knocks him out. Either way, it lines up with the moment Lex and the engineer trash the fortress. Superman's down and out, but don't worry, we see later that he recovers. He's back on his feet, sporting that signature Superman and Lois 5 o'clock shadow. That's your visual cue right there. He's been through it, but he's coming back for round 2. And now for something that made fans really smile. Both Martha and Jonathan Kent are alive. Yes, Clark's parents are both in the trailer. It's a quick moment, but a meaningful one. Now let's jump over to the Justice Society, or Justice Gang, or whatever they're officially called in this version. We get some crisp solo shots of Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, and Mr. Terrific. And then boom, a heroic group shot of all three flying above Metropolis, ready to take on the Kaiju. This is probably right before Superman's arrest and everything that spirals from that. But let's circle back to Lex, because you know he's got more up his sleeve. There's a scene where he's face to face with Superman. Lex is looking smug, classic supervillain energy. You can practically hear him saying, "You have no idea what I've set in motion." There's another scene that shows what looks like captured members of the Justice League. Lois is there too, possibly working with Mr. Terrific to figure out what's going on. And I'm guessing this containment chamber we see might just be where Ultraman was created. And just when you think the trailer can't throw more at you, there's a giant eye in the sky. Some are saying it's a black hole, others think it's the final evolution of Ultraman, like he has become some kind of parasitic being, a blend of different characters. If that's the case, I'm on board. Bottom line, this trailer delivers, big time.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
It's got action, drama, mystery, and it teases just enough without spoiling everything. I'm seriously hyped for this movie. Thanks for hanging out and checking out this breakdown. If you enjoyed this, you know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any updates. I've got tons of more content coming your way. Appreciate you being here, and I'll catch you in the next one.